Hi guys, I'm Steve from Steve's podcast. So today I'm gonna bring you some news. Today, actually this afternoon, I am going to play with my friend of Bed Wars. It's the first time, So the times he don't have computer, so he can't play with me. But he found a way, to get in the server so that he can play. That was with me too. And that's very good. I like it very much. I'm so happy. And so let's say something about the 1 block challenge. The 1 block challenge is a weekly challenge that I do on the podcast video. And it's literally so you have to make a new block or change a new block depending on my theme. Like maybe I could say water theme or nature, some kind of like that. And if you have an idea, I will announce it in every episode. If you have an idea, you could say it on the comments of my most recent episode, so that I'll check it. So you write the comments literally on the episode of that of that theme. Sorry guys, I'm a little coughing. I don't know why. So yeah, today's 1 block challenge is about buildings. So if you're a builder and maybe you would like some blocks to add to Minecraft for a build, and my idea is actually kind of not that good, but I think they should add more wood types. Wood types are gonna be better. They're not just those 12 or 20 tree types. I don't know how much they are, but I think it's 12, right? I mean, that's too small, Over the world, there's so many, and I think they could have walls, not like those walls in Minecraft, but walls that are 2 blocks high and doesn't have those twitchy things, They stand out a little bit in the middle, so I don't really like that. I like to be flat, smooth, so yeah. And maybe we could add some chairs, Everyone likes chairs, and you can't just sit in Minecraft. Instead of building those complex things like a llama and some doors and things, just sit on it. It doesn't all make sense, And I recently added a mod so you can sit on beds, you can sit on stairs, which is super cool, Like, it's just so good. I mean, you could just sit there and watch the sunset. That's way cooler, and you can just relax, And so you can also add couches. I mean, yeah, I want like couches, or maybe sinks and cabinets, cabinet closets to put your armor in, not just armor stands because they're too large, But the closets, they're not that big, so you also have to do the amount of armor. Like maybe one closet is a 1x2. You can store like about 2 full sets of armor. That would be better because 1x2 is literally an armor stand, but an armor stand can only hold like 1 set and 2 more because it has 2 hands. You can hold it, but closet you can hold 2 sets. So yeah, that's smarty. and you can say in the comments what's your idea, and I'm gonna talk about the top 3 I read. And today is Sunday, so this to Sunday till Wednesday you can release it. And you know what? No, maybe Sunday to Friday. Okay, Sunday to Friday, and I'm gonna read the other ones. I'm gonna read the winners on Sunday's episode. So yeah, wish you good luck of doing it. But even if you didn't, I mean, you can also try next one, because I'm gonna announce it in Friday's episode. In Friday's episode. Okay, so let's get to the main part. This is an update episode. So we're gonna talk about updates that we want to be in the game. I mean, updating the chair, right? Updating building blocks. Okay, so this is not about building blocks or anything, but it's about the most players want to improve and want to update the end, right? The end dimension is just not that good, I mean, you go through a stronghold and then fight the dragon, get Elytra, and that's just all, You find Elytra, fly back, and fly in portal, you're back home. You never go to end again, because it's just too dangerous, All those voids, all those Endermens, it's just too dangerous. And I recently saw people like SB7, not SB737 or 373. I don't remember. What was it? I don't remember. But it's that guy, and he built a whole structure that replaces the end, which is the pillars on the end, and he makes it to a new biome, I don't know, like the badlands, the plains, the mountains, the snowy biome, something. Yeah, that's kind of cool, but that'll be a lot of time, and who wants that? So yeah, and maybe, let's get to that main part. Updating the ends. First is the mainland. I think when you go in the platform, it doesn't have to be underground, or I think it has to be on the surface. Not in anywhere, but on the surface. So you could immediately fight the dragon once you're in, and I think they should have some mystery box in the pillars. So if you mine in a pillar, and there will be a box for you to open, and because the pillar are made of obsidian, that may be a little hard to mine, so it'll be good loot, like arrows, because you need arrows to blow up the crystals, or maybe you can get swords, or enchantments, or anvils, or maybe even Elytras. Maybe not Elytras. Elytras will be too cheap, No one will go to the end, the other outer rings of the end. No one would do that. So maybe, you know what? Maybe fireworks, so you can get Elytra and fly back. Maybe lots of blocks. Maybe ender pearls, And maybe, I don't know, maybe better armor, I guess. So that's my idea. And maybe we could update the dragon, because the dragon is kind of like a small boss. It's not really the big boss now, the dragon is like 100 HP, right? I remember it is, right? And the weather is 200, I think, and the water is 500. So it's slow. It's not like the big boss. So I think we should get the Ender Dragon some updates. Instead, except we don't want to change everything. Now we have, but add a little better. So maybe the dragon can produce Endermans, and hopefully the game will stop the Enderman trying to attack the dragon, because this kind of strange now. So once I go in, I just stand there, and the dragon breathes at me, and there's an Enderman right beside me, and the Enderman is like attacked by the dragon, so it tries to attack the dragon, which is okay. That's just too strange, Or maybe it does make sense, because there is a story about freeing the end, right? So who are we freeing from? The story says it's from the Endermans, because the dragon used the crystal, turn all the players into Endermans, and he survived and something. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. So maybe, we could add some new abilities to the dragon, like summoning phantoms, which are kind of cool, Like, everyone hates the phantom, right? The phantom are like hard, very hard, very noisy. And yeah, I think we should maybe we should get phantoms that are wearing crystals. So the obsidian pillars do have crystals, but sometimes the phantom will fly to the pillar and grab the crystal. So the crystal is on the phantom, and the phantom will fly towards you. If he has the crystal, it will blow up immediately in front of you. So that's gonna take the dragon fight a lot harder, and I think a lot interesting, I mean, you just use a bow and arrow, shoot the crystals, and then you can also use fists to bump the dragon and die. Yeah? But if you have the phantoms keep tagging you, you can't do that. Yeah, that will make it hard to speak wrong, but it's kind of cool, seeing phantoms. And maybe those phantoms, because they are attracted to the dragon, are bad. And why phantoms are in the end, I'll say that in a minute. But let's go on to the return portal. So the return portal is actually kind of dumb, like obsidians and bedrock and just a portal. That's not quite interesting So when you attack the dragon and the dragon dies, I think that should be 3 mystery doors. One is go back to overworld, and 2 of them is go through the end. And that was kind of cool, So I want to think which one was it, and that will be kind of interesting for you to guess. And because of that, many players can't find their ways home, and so I think we should get a little thing that teleports, like a teleport stone thing. Like maybe you could put a stone there and write which place is it, and you put a stone home and write it, and then you saw the one you put in your home is that one, and you click it and you're back home. That's very good, very nice. So yeah, okay, let's go out to the outer rings of the end. So I want to add some few biomes because for now it's not big biomes, So the first biome I'm gonna add is the End Plane Biome. The End Plane Biome has no cherry blossom, coarse fruits. Yeah, no coarse fruits, but there'll be many little plants like flowers and grasses and even little trees. So I'm talking about little trees, which have one to two logs, and those kind of vines that spreads around, but it's not on block. It just spreads around in the air, which kind of gives the space texture, the feel of space, because space is no gravity, right? So it's kind of feel like space, for a little bit. And you can climb the vines as well. So the vines, you can place it anywhere, and even in the air. So it'll make good traps, It'll make definitely good traps, and yeah. And maybe you could also use those vines to help you get to the other layer, which is the second part. I'll talk a minute. Just let me finish the first part. So you got the flowers, and they're called the coarse seed flower. So they are actually coarse fruits, but tiny, teeny coarse fruits, seed flowers. So basically, the idea is coarse fruits have seeds, which you can plant in endstone. Yeah, you can only plant it in endstone or any endstone. Yeah, just endstone, and it'll grow after like a day or so, 20 minutes in Minecraft, and yeah, and you could collect them, which is very good, I recently saw a trap that uses core fruits. So basically, you dig down, and the predator, the other player who's attacking you, will jump down to kill you, right? And then you smash the top, and then put the water and lava, which will stuck your opponents and you in obsidian. Put the ender pearl. No, you can't ender pearls. You can't ender pearl out, right? But you can use coarse fruits. Coarse fruits are only gonna gonna teleport you to a full block. Yeah, a full block. So it won't have you TP you to water, lava, or anywhere. Just normal blocks, So yeah, and coarse fruits, flowers. If you get them, it drops coarse fruit seeds. And if you plant the coarse fruit seed in the endstone, it will grow after like 20 minutes. And if you get the coarse fruit tree you can get the coarse fruit stand, which is another block. If you put it in the endstone and put water in it, so it's waterlogged, and it will grow instantly into a flower, endstone and seed flower. Okay, so that's the cycle. And there's the tree, the tree, which is the vine tree, has a little thing. On the top of it, there's a chest, and there's a 50%, or maybe a 50%, you'll get a mob attack or a great loot. So the mob attack will have phantoms and endermens and endermites and all sorts of that things, and new mobs, which is called the Ender, the Ender Beast, which is kind of like a giant bear, but it has the power of teleporting. Yeah, so that will make it creepy. And how can you win? You kill all the mobs. You can win. And that may be a little easy because the phantoms fly above and soar down. You just need to build a little platform and your head. And the Endermans can't go in 2x2 places. The only one is the Endermites and the Ender Beast. And Ender Beast just teleports, and they do have a very good amount of attack damage, but they're not very high at HP, so you can easily kill them. And if you did kill them, you'll get a great loot also. So the great loots are standing for Elytras, armor, or many things. Like maybe because of a player who is playing in Minecraft thought he's gonna die, and so he put all stuff in a chest and literally walk off the edge. But so the monsters see them, right? So they wanted to get revenge on the players. So they put fake chests with those creepy attacks by the monsters, and that's it. And so there's the grasses, right? The end grass. The end grass is very cool, and obtain every items on it. So no, not every item, everything you could eat on it. So it's basically like players drop their food and they land on grass, and the grass has sticky cobwebs, which will stick them to the grass. And you can use scissors to cut grass, which will have something on it. Well, say like grass cake, or a grass beef, or a grass cooked beef, or a grass cooked mutton, and it will teleport you to any place, even the void. So you're gonna be careful, and you should probably do this before you eat. And that does just give you much health points, so you can up throw and pro up in the air, then eat it. If it teleports to the void, no problem. And it could be good to be an overworld, so you're basically fighting. You don't have any health, you don't have any health, you don't have any like hunger points. So you eat that, it will give you instant generation, 3 for 1 seconds, and then like splash potion, and then you will get full hunger bar with that thing. Yeah, full hunger bar. Because I guess it's a little, you have to balance it in some way, It teleports you to the void somehow, or maybe lava, or drip stones, You can't TP anywhere. So, yeah. And then we also add the second layer, which is the Phantom Membranes layer. The Phantom Membranes layer, obtain blocks called another block called the Phantom Membrane block, which if you mine it, you get 9 Phantom Membranes. And with that block, if you play with Elytra, you'll get Elytra with full durability. That's gonna be cool, And the phantoms will lay an egg in there. And there's also a new mob called the Phantomlings. The Phantomlings are actually a phantom's baby, but they don't fly. They walk or live in the waters of the end, which is called the anquit, and liquid, the anquit, which is kind of hard to pronounce, but it's very dangerous. If you are in the anquit, it, literally teleports some phantoms to here. And the Phantomlings do attack, so they'll attack. They'll TP Phantomlings too. The Phantomlings attack, but they don't see very well. So you could hide in blocks and literally place a block in front of you, and they won't see you and go. But they do have amount of speed, the great amount of speed, so be careful about that. And then they also can spit. Yes, they can spit like the llama, which they'll spit phantom membranes to you. And if you get hit by one of those phantom membranes, you'll get floating, kind of like the choker box. So the phantoms, how will they get out of the second layer? Well, I did think they will be stuck in kind of like those walls to the first layer. So I'm saying that phantoms in this area is nice to you. Yes, they're nice to you. But only if they are with the dragon, or in the overworld, they won't be bad. So you can make a house in there if you want, and to get phantom membranes. There will be phantom membranes blocks all over the place. And if you help them lay eggs, like the phantoms will mostly drag eggs, but the Endermites don't like the eggs, so they'll try to get them. And the Endermites, few places, they'll be in the first islands. So if you kill an Enderman who's trying to steal the egg, you get 5 experience per egg you protect. So yeah. And of course, if you bring the egg back to the place it had been stolen from, you could get another phantom membrane. So to prepare Elytra, and yeah, that's better, And there's something about the crazy like plants in that part of the world, which is the dark oak. Not dark oak. The dark teleport tree. A dark teleport tree, which is kind of linked to the ship. So in the ship, the ant ship, you'll get teleport oaks, dark teleport trees. Teleport trees are a tree that if you get anything from it, it'll instantly teleport you to anywhere. Maybe thousands of blocks, millions of blocks, and maybe not millions, but I think in 1,000 radius, that's good. That's crazy enough, So let's go with that, and that's all we're gonna talk about. We've said the two biomes in the end, and I'm gonna go for a lot more later in the next episode. I don't know when, but next episode I'm gonna do it. And hope you like my videos, and you can subscribe to watch my other videos. Leave a comment about the 1 block challenge, and I have 4 subscribers now, which is a big accomplishment for me. So if you want me to get better, please give me a subscribe. That'll make me feel so good. And bye guys. If you like my videos, subscribe and watch my other videos. Bye.